Welcome to Big Flick Energy. So, some of the videos that I've posted about in the past are about some big events which reveal a ton of trailers and movie news, like DC Fandom or Disney Plus Day. Now, one that often goes under the radar is the Super Bowl. Now, I know this isn't actually an event for movies. It's obviously a football game, and that was a really good game. I predicted the Rams to win halfway through the season, so happy the Rams won in that way, but kind of wanted the underdog to win also. So I'm kind of mixed about how the game ended. It also had a pretty good halftime show. Great commercials, especially that Guy Fieri one. And some incredible trailers and things about movies and TV shows that I would love to discuss with you guys. So I'm going to separate this into movie trailers, streaming trailers, and movie commercials. So let's start off with the movie trailers. The first one we got was a DC event, which pretty much teased 4 movies coming from DC: Batman, Black Adam, Flash, and Aquaman. Now, the images that we got from Batman, we had seen a lot of them. I'm super excited for the Batman. The movie's coming out next month, actually, and I can't wait for it. Next week, I'm going to post a video about the Batman and a theory of who might show up in the movie. Then we also had Aquaman that we didn't get too much from, Flash, which we got the same thing that we got from DC Fandom pretty much, but less. But Black Adam, which we got the most from that we had gotten before. We got some looks at Hawkman in the movie, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, Atom Smasher, and of course, Black Adam himself. So honestly, that trailer was really good because it gave some big reveals, and I cannot wait to watch all of these movies, primarily Batman and Black Adam, and also Flash. So next up, we have The Lost City, which comes out March 25th. It stars Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. I mean, it looks solid. I'll probably check it out. Why not? It'll probably be something like The Red Notice for me, where it's just like a fun film to watch. Next up, we have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It comes out April 8th, and this is a movie that I actually haven't seen the first part yet, but I really want to. This trailer is getting me very excited for it, so I would love to watch this movie. And they actually announced part 3 and a spin-off for Knuckles coming out, so that's always a good sign for these movies. Next up, we have the movie Ambulance, which is going to star Yahya Abdul-Mateen and Jake Gyllenhaal. So this is a movie that honestly the trailers haven't gotten me excited for at all, so I don't think I'm going to check it out. If it has really good reviews, it may be something that I watch down the road, but I'm not going to watch it when it comes out. But a movie that I'm definitely going to watch on opening day is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which comes out on May 6th. And damn, that trailer was ridiculous. We got Professor X, we got Ultron bots, we got, if that's Captain Marvel or Tom Cruise as Iron Man or whatever that was, we got zombie Doctor Strange. Like, that trailer was just ridiculous, and I cannot wait for that movie. It's gonna have the exact same hype as Spider-Man No Way Home, maybe even more. Who knows? But honestly, I think this trailer may have brought this movie a little bit up on my list for most anticipated films of 2022, especially since Sam Raimi is in charge of it, and I cannot wait for it. Next up, we have Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Now, this is a movie I wasn't excited for at all until I saw the trailer. That trailer got me super excited, and it really gave me Who Framed Roger Rabbit vibes, which is an incredible movie. I recommend you all watch it. And it probably gave me those vibes because Roger Rabbit was literally in the trailer. But it looks like it's going to mix a ton of types of animation. Just looks pretty funny, and like it's making fun of itself. It's making, like, Disney's making it, and it seems like they're making fun of themselves by calling out, like, that weird animation style of the characters looking super real, which actually Disney created a ton of those films. They did Polar Express, and they did The Night Before Christmas, which were from Image Movers. I'm pretty sure they're owned by Disney, or at least they were at some point. So I found that pretty funny. It seems like it's going to be a really fun movie, and I can't wait to watch it. And it comes out May 20th. Now, the next movie is Jurassic World Dominion, which comes out June 10th. And honestly, I love the trailer. My only fear for this movie is I also loved the trailer of the last Jurassic World, and I did not love the last Jurassic World. So I'm pretty scared that it will be the same thing for this one. But this one does seem like it'll have a more clean story. It's going to be pretty unique in that we're literally going to have dinosaurs everywhere. And it's definitely going to be a story that you just can't close off, because it's not one dinosaur this time that's with the humans. The entire world is populated by them, which is what I think they're going to do in the future with the other Jurassic movies that we already know they're going to make more, but this is like the end of this trilogy. So I think it's going to be like smaller scale stories in the future, which are more character study sort of. So I'm pretty excited for that, but this movie, while the trailer was incredible, I'm scared. The next movie is Lightyear. This is a movie that follows Buzz Lightyear, the actual person who the toys are based off of. The toys from Toy Story are based off of. And honestly, it looks like a pretty fun movie. It's definitely going to have a lot of inspiration from Star Wars, Star Trek, from all the space franchises. And I'm excited for it. It seems like it'll be a pretty fun movie. Last on the movie trailer list, we have Nope. So this is the new movie by Jordan Peele, which I loved his two movies, Get Out and Us. I thought both of them were incredible. Us, there were a couple of things that weren't closed off in the film. I feel like that's something that scares me about this one, which we won't have certain things closed off, especially with there being like an alien storyline. So that may be difficult, but it does seem like a pretty interesting movie. And it's going to be another one of those that gets you thinking more than you probably should. Which, I mean, I enjoy that. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, as we move on to the streaming trailers, let's start off with Bel-Air, which is on Peacock, and some of the episodes are already out. It's basically a reboot of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I love Fresh Prince. This show is apparently nothing like it, so I'm probably not going to check it out. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, go ahead. The next show is The Boys Presents Diabolical, which will be out on Amazon Prime Video on March 4th. So this show actually does seem pretty interesting to me, mainly because I've seen both seasons of The Boys, and it got me hooked. So I'm looking forward to this. If you've seen Star Wars Visions, it's very similar to that, this specific show that they're making, where it's going to be little episodes from different animators in the world of The Boys, which aren't directly tied to the main storyline, but they are parts of the story. So yeah, if you've seen, like I mentioned, Star Wars Visions, or if you've seen The Animatrix, which is like this animated thing for The Matrix, pretty much it's that. So I'm looking forward to it. One of the episodes is by Justin Roiland, the guy behind Rick and Morty. So it's his animation style. He'll probably do the same voice for like 5 characters. But I recently saw Rick and Morty Season 5 and I loved it, especially the finale. So this gets me a little more excited for this show as well. Now the next show is Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty. It's coming out on HBO Max on March 6th. So I'm actually a huge basketball fan. I'm a Knicks fan, which is pretty depressing right now. But this show looks like it'll be a ton of fun. It has a great cast. I love the casting of Adrian Brody as Pat Riley. And honestly, I just can't wait for this show. It seems like it's going to be so much fun. The next show is Moon Knight. This is a show that a lot of people are excited for. It's coming to Disney Plus on March 30th. And I cannot wait for this show. It seems like it's going to be really cool. It's going to be darker than what we've gotten from the MCU lately. It's not going to be as dark as Daredevil, though. But it seems like it's going to be really interesting. It's going to actually make you think, because this character doesn't know which version of himself is real. We don't know which version of himself is real. So that's going to be a lot of fun to see. It's supposed to be a character study. According to Oscar Isaac, who's playing Moon Knight, it's the first character study in the MCU since Iron Man, which I'm really excited to see. And I mean, I just can't wait for the show. Now the next thing is actually AMC Plus, which is an entire streaming service that nobody talks about because there's a lot of streaming services right now. It's just crazy how much we're getting lately. And AMC Plus is definitely one of those that has suffered from how many services there are, because it seems like they have some pretty good content. And what they revealed was Better Call Saul, the final season, and something else is The Walking Dead, then Fear the Walking Dead, a new The Walking Dead spin-off, damn, they have a lot of spin-offs for that show. Now, the last show is The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, coming out on Amazon Prime Video on September 2nd. Now, this is a show that a lot of people have been talking about. There's been a lot of controversy about it, primarily because people do not want to ruin the original films. But the thing is, just because you're making a show doesn't mean it's going to ruin the original films. They're obviously putting a lot of love into it with how much money they're willing to put into this show, and with the designs of some of the characters. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Some people are complaining that it's ruining the Tolkien origins, but the thing is, like, just give it a chance. Just watch it. If you don't want to watch it, just see if it actually does ruin it. Wait for other people to watch it, and then you make your own decision. But I don't think people should be so hard on it so early, when it literally still has 7 months until it comes out. So just give it a chance. See how it plays out. It seems like it's going to be cinematic quality. So I'm definitely going to check it out, and I'm super excited for it. So the last thing that I want to talk about are some movies that it's not about the future per se, but it's more about the past of movies, where we got some commercials talking about films like Austin Powers, Larry the Cable Guy, and Interstellar. So the one for Interstellar was basically just Matthew McConaughey in a spacesuit. It didn't really allude to it being Interstellar, but since he was the one in the spacesuit, I thought it reminded me of Interstellar. So it was a Salesforce ad, which I guess was pretty fun. Now the next one, Cable Guy, which is with Jim Carrey, you could obviously tell it was the same character, and it was by Verizon. It was a pretty funny commercial. I recommend you guys check it out. Then the last one was Austin Powers, where we saw Dr. Evil, and pretty much his entire group of villains and goons. The exact same people were there, the exact same cast, which was great to see. And that was for General Motors. So it was a pretty nice commercial to see. It was funny. And I'm just looking forward to all of these movies, all these shows. And who knows, maybe we got an Austin Powers sequel in the future. I don't know if Mike Myers would be up for it. I would definitely be up for it. So, I mean, but I'm not going to be the one acting in it. But I mean, hey, I'll pay to watch it. So, yeah, I guess that's good. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed what the Super Bowl gave us for movies and shows. And I can't wait to talk to you guys about the Batman next week and who I think is going to show up. So please like, subscribe, comment, and press the push bell notification so you can see more of my videos. Thanks so much. See you next time on Big Flick Energy.